super fascinating thing about recording your journey as I'm doing, and I thought this was going to take years to see. Um, and I guess it will, because I guess in the beginning you change a lot more frequently than you do later on. But basically, I thought it was going to take me a lot longer to see the change in myself, in like my beliefs, than it has. But it's happened a lot quicker, and that being primarily on sales right now. So, a big belief of mine has changed when it comes to sales, and that has to do with objection handling primarily. And really, it's the whole philosophy of sales, because the bedrock of my belief in sales is changing. That so are the plants and trees above ground, right? Like the soil is changing so much, the earth is changing so much that it's changing the whole, the whole everything on surface level. Objection handling. I used to be proud of this. I used to have so much pride. I wanted to be the best objection handler, like ever. Like I wanted to not be able to get stumped. I wanted to handle everything. I wanted to be, and it's so crazy because the whole spirit behind objection handling is like, it's so misguided. It's so misunderstood. It's like this bravado thing. Like you're beating on your chest, like, oh, I'm the fucking man. I objection handled you and I closed. At least that's the way I felt. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was going to war, and I loved it every single time. I loved the chaos of it. I love the uncertainty of it. Was so scary to me. It was like a drug. It was insane. And now I'm just like, it's fucking stupid. Like you don't have to get objections. Like I literally, I'm talking with a buddy right now, and we're reviewing his sales call tomorrow. And he was like, "Man, I wish I was just like good at objection handling like you." And I'm like, "No, no, bro, don't. What? Why would you wish that? It's so misleading for everyone inside of sales, because it's so rewarded socially. So it makes everyone want to become like this, tough guy in objection handling, and it's just like it's just so misunderstood, so misunderstood. Basically, this is the analogy I made, was objection handling is like cleaning up a mess, right? Why not just focus on not making a mess in the first place? I know, who knew? Like if that was and you'd be like, "Oh my god, are you talking about an objectionless close?" And it's like, yeah, yeah, yes and no. One, why are we even looking at them as objections? You're playing the game of sales in an adversarial manner, where it's 1v1, you know? It's just like, it's not a fight. It is not. A sales call is not supposed to be a combative environment. It's supposed to be a collaborative environment where we work together, not against each other. And it's just like objection handling is one of adversarial gameplay. It's just like that. You don't have to play the game of sales that way. You can play it in a collaborative manner, right? So it's like, yeah, objection handling is in after reviewing this sales call, and it's so crazy because I'm seeing stuff I never saw before, and it's like blowing my mind. Um, it just doesn't have to be that way. Like it does not have to be that way whatsoever. And now that I'm training with the people I'm training with, it's not that way. It's not, you know? So it's just like, yeah, just stop making the mess in the first place. We'll talk about how not to make a mess much later on, or you're gonna have to figure it out on your own through the courses that I'm taking and shit like that. It's too much to explain here, but it's a possibility. You don't have to make a mess. So